Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday. Today we're going to get into a new planner, a new to me planner that is called Goal Crazy. This video is sponsored by Goal Crazy, but as usual, all thoughts and opinions are my own. This planner is available on Amazon. They also have a very extensive website with lots of information to help you use your new planner. I will also have a discount for you, and I will put that down in the description box below. This is a 3-month planner where you have a complete weekly view. You have a 2-page spread per day, and it is hyper focused on helping you to, number 1, realize what are the most important goals to you, and then number 2, being able to plan a well-balanced week around what are the steps you need to take to achieve those goals, down to the daily level and the weekly level and the monthly level. Let's jump into this. This planner, as they like to say, is like your coach to accomplish your goals. If you have some big or small goals and you're not even sure what they are yet, this planner will help you walk you through to realize those, then to be able to take the small actionable steps and hold you accountable to be able to accomplish those. You have a nameplate page, and then you have a table of contents. So you can easily find whatever you're looking for, because there is a good chunk of helpful pages in the front walking you through not only how to use this planner, but how to realize what your goals are. What are the things that are most important to you? We will get into this daily habits card later on. You get 3 of these that come with your planner, really hard cardstock, and you're going to be using these along with the system. You have a pocket here in the back. That's where the 3 cards came. It has a band on it that holds it very nicely. Like I said, it's 90 days worth. It's a good sized book. It feels like a good A5 book. It has 2-page spread per week and per day. Let me show you what those look like. After your nameplate page and the table of contents, then he talks about kind of why is this named Goal Crazy? What should you expect to get from this planner out of the next 90 days? I've highlighted a few things in here I want to make sure I mention. First of all, they kind of take you on a crash course through your life to realize what is important to you. How can you figure that out if you're not sure? They really take you on a deep dive here. And they also talk to you about don't be afraid to write down personal things. So a lot of times people might be afraid to answer some of these questions, to write some of these things down, but just realize you do not need to share this with anyone, and writing it down can really help you see where you want to go, to visualize what you want to see in your life ahead, and also to reflect and learn on from where you've been. You get to start out with the fun stuff, like what have your accomplishments been? Then what are the things that I intended to do but didn't? And they really have a good guide done here to take you through these questions. So if you feel like, well, I'll be lost just looking at that question, you really won't, because they have some really good leads and guides and questions here to help you dig deep and come out with these things. Then you're going to think about, like, what benefits would you have right now if you would have done those things from this previous page, things you intended to do but didn't. What's holding you back? I'm just reading the top heading because number 1, you'd be really bored if I read through all this, but number 2, it would take too long. If a planner is going to come with digging deep with these type of things, you really do need someone to help guide you through it, and that's what this is. This is like your coach. My learning experiences, and then why does any of this matter? They bring out some really good points, and I agree with all of them. Realizing your accomplishments help you to see that you've actually done a lot more than maybe you thought you did. You can also see, wow, I've accomplished all those things in spite of actually making a lot of mistakes. We all make mistakes along the way, but we actually do accomplish things still. Then you're going to look at your life and find out what sections of your life do you maybe need to spend more time that are not really balanced, that maybe you haven't been focused on. You're going to go through sections like health, family, social, financial, career, educational, fun, spiritual/faith. And then you're going to take those results. So they're really easy things because they're giving you a statement, and then you score yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. And then for each section, you give yourself a percentage based on that. You take that percentage and you come to your life wheel and you translate that percentage onto your life wheel so you can kind of see where are you doing in all those important areas of your life. Then after you've done that, you can take all that information and come up with your dream list. A dream list is very different than a goal list, but you get to use your dream list to form your goals. They explain all that and take you completely through it. Then you get to form your goals from your dream list. and you're going to come up with some long-term goals like 10-year goals, 5-year goals. And then he explains where the name crazy goals came from. Clear, realistic, accountable, zippy, like get to it, constantly take action, and then Yahoo, celebrate your accomplishments. Then you're going to take a look at your goals for this year, and you're going to think about them divided into those same sections that you just rated yourself on. Then you're going to think about your most impactful goal. Looking back over all your goals, what is the number one goal that you want to achieve right now? The number one goal that is going to make the biggest impact in your life. When you achieve this, it will make you feel more fulfilled than any of those other goals. What would it be? They're going to guide you through this, and then take your most impactful goal. In this 2-page spread, you're going to map out how you're going to achieve that. You're going to have possible obstacles. You're going to have solutions for those obstacles. You're going to have accountability, people who need to know about my goal. What are you willing to sacrifice in return for achieving that goal? What are the benefits to be gained by achieving that goal? What is the date by which you will achieve that goal? And what are the steps to achieving that goal? So actionable steps with target dates. What's your affirmation for that goal? Then you have a goal tracker on 10 milestones where you have a reward for each milestone, and you have this nice little visual of a thermometer going up that you get to color in. Then you're going to go into part 2 of the planner. So now you have the goals you want to work on. You have your most impactful goal that you're going to focus on, and you are going into part 2 of the planner. Your planner comes with 3 ribbon markers. One of them is suggested to leave on your most impactful goal so that you can constantly, easily turn back to there and be reminded of it. One is suggested that you leave it on your monthly overview, and the other one that you leave it on your weekly overview. We're going to get into that. Before we get to our monthly overview, this whole section is taking you through the planner and telling you how they suggest that you use it. So when it was developed, how were they thinking that people would use it? They take you through your month, how to plan your month, and they give you a completely filled out example here of your monthly pages and of your end of month reflection. We're going to go through the blank pages, but I think it is helpful in this type of planner that they have given you the filled out pages for you to look at. Then they tell you about planning your week, and they give you a week filled out as an example. They talk to you about how to plan your day, and they give you examples. Then they talk to you about how to create your habit card, and this is going to be used every single day on the daily page of your planner. Using your monthly goals as a guide, you're going to come up with these 10 measurable habits that you would like to do every day to move you in the direction of your goal. So we will come back to this when we get to the daily page. I really do like, though, that they don't just throw a card like this in your planner. I personally really need the guidance, no matter how many planners I've used. Obviously, I'm very familiar with planners, but I like the guidance to come from the creator of the planner. I feel like these pages are very valuable. And yes, this planner has quite a bit of setup pages on your goals, guidance, and example pages. But that's because this planner is like your coach, and it's very specific. It doesn't just want to throw an empty planner at you. It really wants you to be able to use this to make headway on your goals. And then they recommend that you use the habit card to mark the daily page that you are on. That way your habits are always right in front of you as a reminder every day. So if that's your bookmark, you're seeing it every single day and you're seeing your habit tracking. Now we are on to month 1. Your monthly pages come first. My goals for the month. So for every month, and this is a 3-month planner, you have those same sections. You have 3 goals under each section for the month. Then you have a big space for notes. Then you have a monthly overview. It has a Monday start on your monthly, and this is an undated planner. Now your boxes are pretty small and they're rectangular. That is because you have a big section here for every month on steps toward your goal. What steps are you going to take in that week towards your goal? And it's lined up right with that week of the month. I think that's a really nice visual. You can see it right there. During this week of the month, I'm working on these steps of my goal. Then you have an end of month reflection. What was your biggest accomplishment last month? What I intended to do but didn't? My biggest challenges I'm facing now? My biggest opportunities? And what will I do differently this month? No matter how you reflect, Even if there's no reflection in the planner that you're using, I think reflection at the end of each month is very helpful. If you're not someone that will do that on your own, I think it's great that it's right in your planner. It's all right here. Then you are to go into month 2. So you have all your months laid out here in that exact same fashion. This is a 3-month planner. So you have 3 months and then you go into week 1. For each week, you have a weekly layout. I went ahead and just filled this out for my week so you could see kind of how it looks like with some writing on it. This is 100 GSM paper, and I will show you my full pen test in a minute. And this is how it looks like when that's a Pilot G205. 100 GSM paper. It is probably the most popular paper in these bound book planners. And my pen did really well. There's no bleeding through. There's not a great show through problem. So that's what it looks like when it's written all over with pen. Let's look at a blank weekly layout. Every week is labeled in here by number, and they give you 13 weeks. Since it's a 3-month planner. Here is your weekly layout. What will I accomplish this week? And you have your different goal categories up there first. So you're going to think about each one of your goal categories, and you're going to go back to your monthly and think, what am I supposed to be working on this week? And then you translate that to your weekly. So in each of those categories, what do you want to accomplish this week? And then when will I accomplish it? It's just your week laid out with light lines. And Saturday and Sunday do share a space and have half the room. You're going to be laying out when you want to work on those certain goals or tasks. And of course, you can build in other tasks into your weekly list here too, to-do list tasks. After your weekly layout, it goes straight into your daily pages. Your daily pages are in 2-page spreads, and they are labeled by what day of the week it is. And so it's a Monday start, just like your monthly calendar in this planner. This side is your morning prep and what you're going to be getting done that day. And then this side is your evening review. So let's walk through this. You fill in your date and you put my most impactful goal. So that's the goal you're working on right now. That's going to be repeated every single day because that's your top priority. What I am grateful for, 3 things. What I am excited about, 3 things. Your affirmations, there's 3 lines for affirmations. Then my number 1 goal for today. Then you have your tasks divided out into important, nice to get done, and not to do list for today. So those things can help remind you of things you don't want to waste your time on, such as, let's say you don't want to scroll Instagram today, your bullet plan for today. This can be your time blocking, your scheduling, your appointments. That's what this side is. Then your evening review, a positive sentence to describe today, accomplishments for the day, 3 things, best moments from today, 3 things, new ideas. I like that. I don't know that I've seen that in any other planner. It's so something new that you learned that day or thought of. And then journaling, notes. So just a place to summarize, to journal, have reflection, how I will improve tomorrow. Then you have your 10 habits that you might be tracking. You might not be tracking 10, but your habit card is here holding your place. So it can remind you which number is which habit. You're going to just check off the ones that you did for that day. And you're going to put the percentage that you completed for that day. And that is how your days flow. So you wrap up with Sunday with your 2-page spread. You have a week reflection at the end of every week. So you have a top achievements of the last week, what I intended to do but didn't, ways I will improve this week, and number 1 goal for the coming week. So that's going to reflect and focus you in for the new week. Then you're going to look at your weekly layout again. What will I accomplish this week? When will I accomplish it? And then you go into your daily pages. You have 13 weeks in this planner. So on your last week, you have week 13, you are almost there. Then you get to go into your last week. At the end, you have some notes pages. It does give you a congratulations page here. You have 19 pages of lined note pages in the back of your planner. So it's a little chunk of note pages, and you really wouldn't want to add too many and bulk up this planner too much. You get 3 Goal Crazy cards because you reevaluate your habits every month. You write the month in, reevaluate what habits you want to work on for that month, and this planner is a 3-month planner. Here is our pen test on the 100 GSM paper. I use all my pens that I usually use in pen tests, especially the ones that would tend to come through paper and show through. Papermate Flares, Pilot Precise in a hot pink, Pentel Energel, Sharpie pen, Staedtler fine liner, Pilot G2, Friction, and then I used a darker color of a mild liner. So I try to use those darker colors that would show through. This paper absolutely has no bleed through problems, not even any ghosting problems. Honestly, in my opinion, I'm pushing the paper down there and it looks like, I've got a clean page to write on for the day, and there are no problems at all. The paper takes pen well. It feels smooth but not slick. And I love the rounded corners on this planner. And that wraps up your Goal Crazy. This planner has a lot of unique features in it that don't match up with any other planners that I reviewed so far. And that's why I agreed to do this review, because I think it's a really intensive way to zero in if you want to get serious about accomplishing those goals, about building those habits that take you down the new path that you want to go on. But you will have to commit to use it for it to make an impact in your life. It's definitely a system you have to commit to, but so is any system with accomplishing habits and goals. You have to commit to it. You can jump on this train, make a commitment to yourself for 3 months, and see where you end up, what you accomplish at the end of 3 months. I would love to hear about how you feel about this Goal Crazy planner. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy planning, and we'll see you next time.